Would you be the one? Shh.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Monique McCreen again. At this point, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, seriously? Even though Taishi, okay, it's okay. I'm not rushing you, but honestly, it costs you nothing to subscribe and then share the video with your friends. So I'm shooting this episode the same day as the previous episode, hence same attire, because the message is the same. So in the previous episode, I was talking about how I broke the news to my parents and more so my very strict dad. Now, after talking to your parents, the next person that maybe comes to your mind are your friends. So breaking this news to my friends, let's talk about that. Now, I know I've already told you that after my dad's warm reception to the news, I felt ready and empowered. But it doesn't mean that the shame was swept away. You get? And thinking about it right now, I don't understand what I was ashamed of. I mean, girls my age were having sex already. Yeah? And sometimes even with random people. And I know now that most firstborns in most families are actually unplanned for. So I don't even know why I was ashamed. Honestly. I don't know. But I was. And that is why I really want to share this and tell you who is in that situation that whatever you've done is something that every other person is doing. Either they're not pregnant because either they have aborted or their family planning is working good for them or hasn't failed them yet. So guys, stop judging yourself. Be easy. I wasn't. So I never told any of my friends that I was pregnant, apart from that particular friend that I told you took me to the abortion clinic. And the other friend that I had mentioned to I said this in my first episode, when I told her that I'm pregnant, she was like, oh wow, Monique, can you be a mom? Because I was a wild girl. I was all about having fun and living life. So I understand where she was coming from. But after that particular point, I was like, that's not the energy I want. I don't want people who are helping me question myself even further. So apart from those two friends, I never told anyone that I was expectant. So it was a lonely journey. It was just me, my husband, and his couple friends. And they came. So the only support I had, by the way, were my siblings, my parents, his parents, and the couple friend at the moment was, just one couple friend. Those are the only ones that we lived near each other, so we used to visit each other. Apart from that, I didn't tell any of my friends. I was still posting on my socials, but I never posted my pictures. I never said anything about me being pregnant. Actually, the very first time, I remember the first friend that came to know that I actually have a child is called Pesh. Now, I know this is way even after I have delivered, so I want to give you that story. So along the pregnancy, no one knows that I'm expectant. Actually, in the second trimester, I called off the semester and I told Abby, there's no way that I'm going to be walking in the campus with a pregnancy. No, I will not. So even my classmates, no one knew. This pregnancy hid itself up to like the 7th month. So when the semester closed, I was like 5 months, 6 months thereabout. It wasn't showing. My tummy was as flat as it can be. Like I was a sports girl. My core muscles were very strong. So you can imagine this pregnancy didn't show at all. So at school, no one knew I was expectant. My friends, no one knew. My cousins, any other relative apart from my parents, they didn't know that I was expectant. And I had called off the semester. So my life was just in the house with hubby and his couple friends and my big sister who actually lived far away. She was in Nyahururu. So hers was just calls and, that was about it. I really avoided going to restaurants. I didn't go out of the house unnecessarily. Actually, most of the time he was the one doing the shopping. I guess I was still ashamed. Wasn't worth it. So now, this friend, who was the first person to know that I have a child, I had already delivered my child. It was like 2 months after delivery. And I was just, so where hubby was living, he was living in a place where a lot of students, you don't find a lot of students. And I guess that's why even when I went to the market, I never found someone who knew me. I never came across a classmate. Yeah, so this particular time I'm going to the market. It was 2 months after delivery, and I find Pesh, and she was like, oh my, Sasa Monique, hey, you look different. Hey, you've added weight. How are you? So we kept talking, kidogo kidogo. So Pesh was my high school desk mate and a friend, and she was like, oh, when you live around this area? Yeah, she told me, actually I live a few, like 500 meters from where I was living. So she was with another friend that I didn't know. So I bought what I was buying, and she seemed like she wanted us to continue talking. And in my head, I'm like, wow, I have a baby in the house that I need to go and check on. So I don't know, for some reason I just told her, so you come to the house and say hi to my child. You know how we say it, sikuje kunywe chai ya mtoto, and she's like, mtoto mgani? I told her my child, and she was like, Monique, were you even pregnant? Do you have a child? I was like, yeah, she's 2 months old. So me and Pesh and the friend, we went to my house. And it just felt good to have friends back in my life. It felt good to, I don't know, because I guess that whole journey was very lonely. So yeah, Pesh came, she held my baby, we talked, and it felt so good. So after Pesh left, I started telling the other friends, oh, hey, I have a child, you can come and visit. And they started coming to visit the baby, and it was fun. So for that reason, I actually didn't have a baby shower, by the way. So with this other child, well, my friends, are you listening? Baby shower will come through. I want a big baby shower, a surprise baby shower. Because with but honestly, I can't blame anyone. No one knew. Yeah, so I never had a baby shower. I never had friends coming over to visit. Anyway, the only friends who came were the mothers from my mother-in-law's side when they came to receive the baby, and the mothers from my mom's side when they came to receive the baby. In Kikuyu, it's called Goshogia Mwana. So those are the only people who visited my child until I met Pesh. So, Pesh, I know you know, but you're the first person who came to know that I have a baby. And yeah, so I had quite a lonely journey, guys. So I feel like I've already shared a lot of what I wanted to share. My pregnancy was not eventful, by the way, apart from at one time that I fell in the bathroom. I didn't have nausea. Totally no nausea. Actually, the only thing I used to feel was hunger pangs, like serious hunger pangs. By the way, if you delayed to give me food, I would cry, and actually I felt like I was going to die the next minute. So I had serious hunger pangs. No, I wasn't sickly. Okay, I used to sleep a lot, but I think I used to sleep a lot because I didn't have anything else to do, and I didn't have people to keep me company, and hubby had to work, you get. It was just a very smooth pregnancy. I thought it was hard until now. Now I know that was the most smooth pregnancy. At some point, we had to go for a scan and actually confirm that there's another human being in my tummy because I wasn't feeling anything. So the other thing that I want to share, I had shared this on my FB, but I think I also want to share about it was, a pregnancy is supposed to go for 40 weeks, but sometimes it can come 2 weeks before and sometimes 2 weeks after. So for my case, it came 2 weeks after. And let me tell you guys, I used to be physically active. I remember I used to vuta hubby out of the house and tell him, hey, let's keep walking. I need labor to come because, hey, the last month can be very tiring. So the next thing I want to share is my laboring process. And guys, if you have someone who is a first-time mom, and I'm not just anyone who hasn't had a baby yet, please let them subscribe to my channel, because with my laboring process I feel like there are a lot of things that women are not told, and if they are told of things to expect during labor, during childbirth, it can be a lot easier for them. I will also share things that you need to buy in advance, things that makes your life comfortable. Some I didn't know, some I knew after I got the baby, others I've come to learn along the way, because in my line of work, I deal with a lot of pregnant moms. I usually deal with a lot of moms in labor, during pregnancy and in labor. So a lot of interactions with them, a lot of experience in the field, a lot of interaction with midwives, with gynecologists. I've learned a lot that I'm sure if you watch this video is going to make your laboring process and delivery process a little bit easier. So let me tell you guys, honestly, you can't miss the next video. Actually, even if you are a man, you can be that person who tells your wife, okay baby, don't worry, don't worry, I got you, because Monique Macrin gave me hacks. Yes, so the next video I'm going to be sharing my laboring process, and I will tell it as it is, very raw. So if you're a sensitive person, if you don't want to hear things like vaginas, such words, don't watch that video. But why shouldn't you? It's biology, it's the human body, and I'm going to tell you everything that I experienced and everything that you are likely to experience. Now I'm just talking, but I feel so cute in this wig, don't I? Maybe I should do more of wigs, but there's a reason why I'm wearing a wig, and I will also I will share this along the way, because pregnancy can do a number on a woman's body. But in the meantime, we could be having more of these wigs, because anyway, let me not be a spoiler. That will come with the series. By the way, let me know in the comment section, do you like this kind of videos? You can also ask me questions, but you will give me suggestions of videos that you want me to talk about. I know I've already jumped from the point where I told my friends, and now I'm already going to point to the actual laboring process, but probably there are questions that you have on the pregnancy journey, on that part that I'm going to skip. If there's something you would like to know, please ask me in the comment section. You can also go to my Instagram at Monique Macrin and leave a message. I will be more than happy to share with you. As you know, I'm here to use my experience to educate and inform you, so that you can have a better experience than I did. A lot of love, guys.